everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make red velvet cupcakes with cream cheese frosting. This recipe is from Georgetown Cupcake. For today's recipe, you're going to need flour, sugar, vinegar, butter, eggs, baking soda, cocoa powder, vanilla extract, salt, milk, and for the tool, you're going to need a whisk, a stand mixer, and so the first step is to preheat your oven, and I've already done that. You're going to preheat it to 350 on bake. And now we're going to add our sugar and our butter, and we're just going to cream it for about 3 to 5 minutes. That's the sugar and the butter. Now I'm just going to turn it on low, make sure to lock it. Okay, so I've been whipping my sugar and my butter for about 2 or 3 minutes. Now I'm going to add my eggs one by one slowly on low speed, make sure, or else it'll fly in your face. So 1, and now it's looking pretty blended, so I'm going to add the second egg and just let it whip. So I've been whipping this for a little bit, and now I'm going to add the vanilla and the cocoa to the mixture, and we're just going to add this to one of the bowls that you already used because it's all going to end up together anyway. So I'm just going to add the vanilla and the cocoa. And you're going to take your whisk and just whisk it up together. And now we're going to add this to the mixture. Okay, so once you've added all of that, you're just going to stir it. Once it's been going for a little while, one of the ingredients that I didn't tell you before was the red food coloring, which makes it red. You're just going to take however much you want. I'm going to take like a little spoonful and just plop it. And this is a no taste food coloring because sometimes the red food coloring can have a little bit of a taste. So at this point, your batter should look like this. We haven't added the flour yet, so don't worry about it not looking too dense. We just want it to be super light and fluffy, so we're going to let it go for a while. Okay, so the next step is to add the salt to your milk. So I'm going to do that now. And then you're going to take the flour and the milk with the salt in it, and then you're just going to switch off one by one. And you're going to make sure that it's blended each time you switch off by like thirds or so, just so that you make sure you have the little air pockets and you don't squish them down. So make sure you have it on a low speed. And I'm going to start with the milk. And let that stir around. And then just taking like a half a cup, and then just keep doing that off and on until it's all combined. Okay, so I've added all of the ingredients, almost. This is the fun part. So you're gonna take your vinegar. I didn't have apple cider vinegar, which is better. You should use that, but I just had regular white vinegar, and your baking soda. So now you're gonna add your baking soda to the vinegar, and this is gonna make a reaction. You have to stir it really quickly and then throw it in. So, boom, and then stir. And as it's reacting, throw it in and stir. So I think that's about good. I'm gonna unlock this, lift it up, and then you're just gonna make sure that you get all of the batter. So I'm gonna scrape it down from this little spatula, whatever. And then just scrape it down from the side of the bowl and bring it down, just to make sure that you get all of it. So now I'm just lining my cupcake pan with little blue cupcake tins from Wilton. Now you're gonna take a little like scooper. This is a 4th cup. If you have one of the ice cream scoopers that like locks in a perfect circle, you can use that too because that will ensure that everything is the same. Now all of that is done, and I'm going to take my cupcakes that I'm not done yet and put them in the oven. Stick that in there. And I'm gonna bake this for about 18 minutes. I'm gonna check it at about 16 minutes just to make sure that they don't overcook. Okay, now for the cream cheese icing, you're gonna need vanilla, powdered sugar, sifted, and if, again, you don't have a sifter, you can use a whisk like I did, butter, and cream cheese. First, we're going to start off by mixing the butter and the cream cheese on high. You want to make sure that your butter is at room temperature, which basically means that you can stick your finger right through it. So this has been mixing for a little while. I'm just going to let it keep going. And we're using another stand mixer, and I'm also using a certain type of mixer inside, and I'll show you that now. So the inside mixer just looks like this, and you want to make sure that you push it out a couple of times and let it mix again. So now I've taken out all of the cream cheese and butter from the inside of this mixer. So I'm going to pop it back down, lock it, and mix it around again. So I think that's probably good. Now I'm just going to turn it off, unlock it, and then just do the same thing and push it out again. So now I've mixed it up again. I know you can't see inside. Here, this is what it looks like. That's what it should look like for you too. So now I'm just gonna start mixing it again, and I'm gonna turn it down to about medium. This is low, so this is medium. And then I'm gonna add in the vanilla. So now I've mixed it all up. I'm gonna start taking some of this. I'm just gonna keep consecutively pouring this in. Okay, so now I'm just whipping my cream cheese icing, and it looks so good. Okay, so now our cupcakes are done, and I'm gonna pull them out. It's been about 20 minutes. So this is what they look like. And our cupcakes are out. You just wanna make sure that when you first bring them out of the oven, you wanna give them enough time to chill and leave them in. The cupcakes are still cooking even when you pull them out of the oven because your pan is still hot. So if you pull them out, then it could be a little watery or have some uncooked batter. So you want to make sure that you're leaving it to fully cook. Okay, so now that our cupcakes are done and our icing is done too, I'm going to take a bag like this. This is one of the Wilton disposable bags. And I'm going to take a tip. This is also Wilton. And if you don't have a bag or a tip, then you can just use like a plastic bag and just skip the tip and it'll still look fine. And if you're doing this by yourself and you're going to load up the icing bag, you can just fold it down and place it inside of a cup or a vase. Or if you're with someone else, like I'm with my sister Brooke, and you can just have them hold the bag like this.
This is how we do. So what are you gonna do? This is how we do. You know the words in my songs. No habla English. Girl, set you hallelujah. Girl, set you hallelujah. Our conversations ain't long, but you know what is. Girl, set you hallelujah. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. I'm so confused. For me, love's all of you. She came to give it to you. Hey, what you do? But if you know what you want, she'll be on mine. Perfect. I've got you in my space. I won't let.
Okay, now we are done with our cupcakes. This is what they look like finally. So if you guys want to know exactly how to make these, then I'll have like the exact measurements somewhere in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Bye!
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Let it. Girl.
We're just friends. What are you saying? Is this another that's right in my eye? The first one broke my heart for the first time, and I was like, baby, 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 oh, like baby, 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 oh, like baby, 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 oh, that you'd always be. Make sure that it's creamy and cheesy.
Make sure that it's creamy and cheesy, just like me. They're all different shapes and sizes, which I'm good with, diversity people. I'm gonna let them cool. You wanna make sure that you don't take them out immediately.